Hi guys, welcome to another video by Djsprc. I wanted to show you guys today how to solder AC3s. Basically these guys here, like you see on this tattoo 3-cell 2700. Some people hate soldering these guys because they're a little bit of a, let's say, pain to do, but they're not that hard. You do have your physical bullet right here, okay, that goes inside of here. Now I do have one in my jig right here. That's by Hot Racing, hotracing.com. Basically, we're going to turn around and we're going to remove one of our wires off the battery. Now you don't want to cut both at the same time because it can short out, and we don't want to do that. When you're going to remove the protective sleeve around the wire, you don't want to remove too much. Now, depending on the size of the AC3 connectors, because you do have AC5s and AC6 and so on and so on, you'll need to shave off a little bit more. Now we're going to use the jig to hold our wire straight. Now I am using a soldering station. If you're not using a soldering station and using just a pistol grip, you want at least a 60 watt. So 30 watt won't be enough. And what I'm doing, grabbing my gun and putting it underneath my wire. I'm starting to feed a little bit of solder on the gun itself, the tip, and slowly the wire will wick it. Now you don't want to put too much. If you do, it's going to cause you problems with the connection itself. Now same thing on the connection, you don't want to put too much. Yes, if you do, when you're going to put your wire inside, it's going to overflow. Now I'm going to try to do it that you guys will be able to see here. And I'm going to start warming up my wire itself before putting in the bullet. Once it's in the bullet, I warm both together. And you're just going to, you'll feel it go down once you add a little bit of pressure on it. Now this one's being a little bit stubborn. It really doesn't want to go in. Now basically what I do is just flow a little bit of solder on top of the wire itself. It reactivates everything a little bit better. There we go. That's one of the reasons that certain people don't like to solder bullets, is because of that. You don't see it's a little bit harder. You could put too much or not enough and have a cold solder in here. But on this guy we're fine. It's a little bit hard to show you guys how it is. Come on, I'm not sure if it's gonna focus or not. She doesn't want to. And the other thing too, like I was saying, you don't want to overflow this connection because there is a small ledge here, like a rib, that locks inside of the connection itself. Now once you did one, you want to pop it in the connection. Now you have positive and negative. This is your positive here, negative is on this side. Red is positive. We're going to go into our red one. And I'm just going to unhook my jig here, open this up, just use it as kind of a holder, and grab my flat screwdriver and push on it. Sometimes it is extremely hard to push, and you just hear it click. Now when you hear it click, that means she's solid, it won't come off. Make sure, really make sure, you put your positive in your positive, your negative in your negative. If you mix that up, the connector is ruined. Your solder point that you just did is not. Basically, you'll need to grab your side cutters and just cut the heck out of it. Put the jig back together here. And let's do our negative side. Put it back in the jig. And remove our HD60s. And again, remove just a bit. And use our jig again. Underneath. Start feeding on the tip itself. Then so you know your wire comes hot. And you go in your connection in. Now I'm gonna try to do it different here. I'm gonna keep everything more warm. There we go. Now sorry about that, guys. You don't see it. And it's down again. Now it's a little bit crooked, but doesn't matter. It will go in. Now what you see black here is basically from the solder. That's removable. There you go. And let's split the jig in two. Tighten it up. And grab our wire. Screwdriver and here's our click. And we're done. Confirm again, negative, negative, positive. Same thing as this one right here. Put them side to side. There we go. This is how you do EC3s, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any question, leave a comment down below. And yeah, there you go, guys. Enjoy.